Management lessons from Dhritrashtra. Dhritrashtra was the blind king of Hastinapur. He was the elder brother of Pandu. He had 100 children, the eldest being Duryodhana. Dhritrashtra had very low self-esteem and believed that his blindness was a curse. Dhritrashtra emotional blindness and power hunger made Duryodhana an egoistic and jealous person. There are many lessons one can learn from Dhritrashtra. Lesson 1. Avoid nepotism. One of the biggest reasons for all the injustice to the Pandavas was Dhritrashtra's blind love for his son Duryodhana. Even though Yudhishthira was the natural successor to the kingdom, Dhritrashtra always cherished it for Duryodhana. Not only this, he always turned blind eye towards wrongdoing of his son. But he had to pay heavy price for this injustice and lost all his children in the war. Learning. 1. Nepotism is one of the biggest threats to the leader's credibility. 2. Nepotism not only promotes incompetent employees but also limits growth opportunities for the organization. 3. Nepotism hampers organization's growth as talented people often leave such organization. 4. Every manager must rate employees according to merit, not based on their proximity to them. Lesson 2. Put community before self. Throughout his life, Dhritrashtra thought like a father and not as a king. As a result, not only he did injustice to Pandavas but deprived the people of Hastinapur from a competent king, Yudhishthira. Learning. 1. The simple mantra to run the organization is to put organization above individual self. Lesson 3. Don't play blame game. Like a true king, Dhritrashtra never took a firm stand, rather he always blamed others for so-called injustice done to him. 1. True leaders take responsibility of their actions rather than blaming others. 2. The day you stop blaming others, you start discovering your true self. Lesson 4. Inability to disseminate the power. Dhritrashtra's physical disability compelled him to give up his dreams of becoming king, thus young Pandu became the king. But early death of Pandu turned the fortune in Dhritrashtra's favor and ultimately, he became the king of Hastinapur. But the feeling of rejection developed lot of bitterness in him. As a result, he took many unwise and ill-advised decisions, like not to return Indraprastha to the Pandavas. This ultimately led to the Battle of Kurukshetra. Learning. 1. Weak leaders fail to disseminate power as they fear for their position. They even hold back information that can be an opportunity for others to grow. 2. True leaders share the power with others, whereas poor ones use it to secure their position. 3. Effective managers empower their employees. 4. Managers must stop power politics at workplace at any cost for the long-term benefit of the organization. Lesson 5. Don't ignore advisors. Vidura was one of the wisest and most straightforward advisors of King Dhritrashtra. But Dhritrashtra never listened to him and paid the price. Learning. 1. Effective leader not only listens to their advisors but also encourages them to question his own decision for the betterment of organization. 2. To survive in this highly competitive world, organization should be willing to take help of management consultant on critical matters. Lesson 6. Didn't take stand. Got to leadership as the ability to take a decision and stand by it, but Dhritrashtra could not do it. Most of the time he chose to remain quiet, which allowed people like Duryodhana and Shakuni to dominate his decision making. Learning. 1. Managers must take a stand on pressing issues of the organization. 2. Managers who don't take stand start losing his influence on employees. Lesson 7. Failed to build harmony. Dhritrashtra failed to play his role as a king in resolving the differences between the Pandavas and the Kauravas. This first led to division of the state and then the war of Kurukshetra. Learning. 1. Managers must ensure that all his employees work in harmony. This is possible when managers are fair and transparent in their actions. 2. The leader must ensure that employees' skills are utilized towards overall betterment of the organization. 3. It is the duty of top management to see that organization goal and employees' goals are in sync. So, if employee achieves his goals, organization goals will be achieved automatically.